I'm very interested how you manage 65 kids in a class and the whole co-teaching about. Just give us some info about that.
Sure. We really enjoy co-teaching second period together. We work really well together and kind of just bounce back and forth on who's instructing versus who's assisting. Each kid knows who their teacher of record is, and we keep that very separate. So they have two separate roll call lines. We put them in roll call like we do a drill team, and they count off every day so that attendance goes like flies by. And then after each class does attendance, we just jump right in. We have short class periods, so time is everything to us. So typically Katie will lead the warm up, and so it's just a lead and follow. And while she's leading, I'm walking around and fixing and adjusting, and or handling any necessary discipline. But we really don't have that many issues discipline wise. Just so mostly just fixing. And then we'll jump into the meat of what we're doing that day, breaking down a step or something, and we just kind of take turns and bounce back and forth on that. And when it comes to grades or discipline or anything like that, we just each handle our 30-something kids, and so it makes it very, very
So it stays with
manageable.
teacher of record.
Mm-hmm.
And so as far as the kids, though, they're all in this big space together, but
Mhm.
eventually they get to work together. You were saying towards the end of the year they actually get to mix and mingle.
Yeah, so they'll mix and mingle in class, because when we're working technique or breaking stuff down, we just tell them to spread out and stand wherever. So they're intermixing with each other. But when it comes to like movement tests and assessments and stuff at the beginning of the year, they're always grouped by class periods, so we're just focusing on our own kids. At the end of the year, when we get to our final choreography project, a lot of times we'll let them merge from class to class, because by then we know them a lot better,
Right.
and it's easier for us to grade each other's kids by the end of the year when we know who all of them are.
Well, and I think it's important to say that, though, because an admin would want to know how that, and a
Mhm.
parent who might have a beef. So it's
Mhm.
good to give that information out for people who are in co-teaching and what that looks like, and how
Yeah.
it's not just one is always the lead and the other is always the
No.
assistant. There's a back and forth that's very necessary.
Yes.